All right, guys, listen. We're back again with another Thrifting is Not Dead. I'm going to try to wrap this one up quick, but man, I'm excited to tell you about this lot. This one was one for the records. I'm going to start out real quick with Bowser Jr., okay? Because this is my main in Smash or in any Mario game. This guy was 50 cents. I said, yo, here's a dollar. Keep the change. He appreciated it. I could tell he was new to the flea market. That was a good start. It gave me the good luck I needed. And this is my main, so it made sense. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to take 50 cents back from you. All right, let's get into this. I paid $10 here. Olympia motorcycle jacket. Thing sells for $70. I bought all four of these things right here for $10 from one seller. She was not nitpicky at all. Loved her for it. Great attitude. 15 on that. What is this? Charging hub. Peanuts. Charlie Brown. Another peanut. Charlie Brown. Ramen bowl. This is $20. This is like $15. Sorry, y'all. You don't want to see my socks. Here we go. Unicorn, Lego, $15 again. And the jacket's like $60. Paid $10 here. Should easily get $100. Okay? Let me tell you guys, I'm gonna leave this for last because this one is gonna explode your brain. This one nearly gave me a heart attack. All right. This is another lot right here. These three. GBA SP, I mean not SP, regular GBA, but the platinum. That was a limited edition. A Vita, I've always wanted a Vita. I've stopped myself from buying one of these so many times because I was like, I'm gonna find one day. Here it is. I don't know if these guys work. I could slap batteries at the end of this if I'm not at 10 minutes. That's why I'm gonna keep moving. I paid 10, 22. That's $60. That's like $100-something. And if I saw this correctly, this guy's like $70, $60. He's this jump scare edition or something. You put batteries in him, he jump scares you. I'll find out. We'll see if he works. We'll see if all three of those work. Hey, for $32, and that was my homeboy. I don't mess with him on price. I give him what he asked for. This one right here, $5 I paid for this. Go ahead and Google Lens that. Anytime I see die-cast tractors, I pick them up. Guys, this thing is $160. Sold, like 3 of them sold recently in like the last month. $160. It's John Deere. Let me see the model. Cameco CH3510. Spent $5, getting $150 back. Kirby, I didn't care what the price was on this, but they were all linked together. I'm like, lady, is it $2 for all of them? She goes, no, $2 for each one. I said, you know what, whatever. It's Kirby, and come on, you got Fire and Sword. These are like the two most iconic. Ninja and Sleepy. Come on. Of course I'm getting them. They're authentic. There's a little star on the keyring. Okay, moving on. $3 for this power supply. If you guys don't know about power supplies, you're bugging. All I need is to plug that thing in, and if this light turns on, $60 power supply. Paid $3. I was hoping she'd say 1, but she said 3. I was like, whatever, lady. You get your $3. Nintendo NES OEM power supply, paid $2. That's like 12, 15. All right, next lot. This was the first lot I got. This is a Sega Genesis Nomad. I didn't even know this thing existed. The LCD on this thing is not working, but hold on. It does power on. It will power on. Yeah, you get it. The LED up here is kind of finicky. Came with this game. Has a battery pack. You know what? While we're here, let's pop these out. Let's see if that GBA will turn on. Oh, yeah. The back cover on this thing is kind of eh. Let's see. Oh, by the way, that was in it. Come on, $10. That game's probably worth like $30. Let's see if this guy gets power. Where you at? It gets power and it read the game. Let's see it loaded. Let's go, baby. Yup. We'll get into that later. I wish I had the power supply for that. We'll figure that out later. Paid nothing for this. This was another lot. This was the first lot. First thing I saw was the Nomad. Told me it didn't. He told me the LCD was messed up. That's okay. I could sell this thing for parts for like $150. I paid $90 for all this. That was the biggest purchase of the day. Like I said, I could get $150 on this. If I'm willing to swap the LCD on this boy, $300 to $400. But honestly, I want to keep this thing. I always liked the Genesis. I also loved the Game Gear. But the Game Gear didn't have the best games except Sonic Chaos. PlayStation Thrustmaster. Fun fact, that was my nickname in high school, was the Thrustmaster. That's a lie. I was trying to be funny, sorry. Street Fighter Championship Edition, CIB. That's worth like $25. Sonic, not for resale, whatever. I still don't have a copy of Sonic in box. Happy to have that. This guy, get him out of here. These two came with it. I was just bundling. I was like, man, let's do 90 and we'll just make it work. This guy's like 15, 20. This one's like 25, 30. Black Label. They both, this disc is pretty good. This one's eh. We'll figure that out later. A few more Genesis games. I just saw this guy. I was like, that's his pretty 90s right there. It's Hot Wheels. Just give them to me. So that was another lot right there. If all goes well there, I can make like, I don't know, $400 if I get the part for that, maybe $500 or something. Because this guy, you could get like 100. This guy, like I said, you can get like 400 if you do it right. And then these games together should get me like, I don't know, $100. All right, last lot right here besides the box, which, goodness, I'm going to have to clear some space out for this box. This box blew my mind. I'll tell you the story behind it. This was my homeboy. Little story behind this lot. First thing I went for was the books. I pulled a book out, and there were $11 bills sticking out of it. Single dollar bills. I go, yo, homie, check this out. I brought him the book. I pulled the bills out. I handed it to him. He's like, man, that was so cool of you. Here, take half of it. I said, no. I'm going to buy stuff from you. Just give me a good deal. He respected it. Then he looked at those bills, and he saw that they were all like sequential numbers. Whoever had collected those bills and stuck them in the book had like, apparently they're called like star marked bills. He was ecstatic about it, and he's into that kind of stuff. So it was a win-win and a great way to start the negotiation. Because he gave me all the books for free, including these books for free. We paid $10,222. Self-explanatory. That's vintage. It's nice. Sells for $60. That's steel or cast iron. Sells for $30, $40. 2002 Strawberry Shortcake. I didn't find an exact match, but that's not a bad thing. Sometimes that's a great thing. You can kind of name your own price. These books are all from the same series. 7 Sleeper series. I saw a set sell for $30. This guy sells for $15. I don't know what's going on. This book, guys, if you don't know about these freaky books, Harry, whatever, I don't even want to read it because I don't want to curse myself. But you guys could read that. And this is that book, if I saw that correctly, guys, maybe $150. All right, right here, 15, 20 bucks, 25, 30 bucks, Star Wars, Stormtroopers. You Star Wars nerds never have enough. This hard drive he gave me for $5. It's got a nice dent in it. We'll find out if that works, but if it does, this thing's worth like $60. The Forever Rose. I'm supposed to believe that this is like coated in 24 karat rose gold. We'll find out. It's got the authentication card in it. Anyway, I got like a minute left, y'all. You ain't even ready for this. Watch this. This bin was $1 a piece. It was a huge bin. I don't know who this guy is. Transformer. I was going piece by piece trying to get these guys' parts. I don't know who he's from. Okay. This guy, I don't know. I think he's like $100 or something. 60. I don't know. I saw high prices. And I got the green one too. I don't know where these guys are from. No clue. Transformers, I think. I don't know. Gundam. Guys. Gundam. Transformer. Power Ranger. $1 a piece. Actually, there were 55 pieces in this box, and she said $40. It keeps going, guys. Transformers. I made sure these guys have all their pieces. Gundam. More Transformers. I don't know if they have every piece, but I did the best I could, and you got to move fast when you're doing this kind of stuff. Ray gun. I think I saw like 20 bucks on that. It's unmarked. Transformers. I'll stop telling you what they are. You guys probably know what these are. I didn't even take the time to look them up. I just started grabbing. This other girl got next to me. She thought she could get on game. She realized that it was too much work because I was moving too quick. She knew she wasn't going to compete. More Transformers. But she tried, man. I tried to share with her. She ended up making a little pile and then just left it there. I was like, okay. That was like 15 minutes wasted. I don't know where this guy's from. Probably another Transformer. Another guy here. This. Did I already see her? Oh, no. She's over here. I don't know where. That's like a wrestler, maybe. Here's Billy. I know Jason's in there. Jason. These are the ones where you could flip their heads. Ooh. You already know. This guy's got nice colors. This girl again. She might, I don't know. Wrestler. I'm over 10 minutes. I'm over 11 minutes, y'all. Did not mean for this to get so long, but I'm hyped. I am not looking forward to listing all these, but hey. That's for a rainy day. Look at that guy. Okay. What's he doing? I'm going to have to figure out how to transform these guys. That's why I don't like Transformers. But, some other dude tried to compete with me, too. He got up in that bin. He's all up in my way. And he's grabbing stuff and just throwing them in his bin, not knowing that those are the ones I already looked at. And, like, they didn't have all their parts. That's why I left them in the bin, buddy. I was piecing them together. You brought home incomplete figures. He's over here like, I'm going to get mine. Brought home a bunch of incomplete figs, man. We could have, like, built them together. Had a moment. More Gundam. I'm excited about the Gundam ones. The Gundam ones are sick. I don't know what that is. We got the one Pokemon today. Good old Lapras, Burger King toy. I have all the not all the Burger King toys, but we'll add that one to the collection. Gundam. The Gundam ones are so sick, man. They look awesome. What's this guy from? Don't know, but back in the 90s and 2000s, you know you had to, if you were a good toy, you were spinning. Let's see. Gundam. Looks like it. Let's get through the rest quickly. Gundam. Transformers. That guy does not look complete. Or maybe his feet are here. Where's his arms? Oh, his arms are in here. Here's a dinosaur. There's a shark. Does that. That was pretty nice. Did that well for me. No clue. Transformer. That's got to be a Transformer. This guy is the Silver Surfer, no doubt about it, y'all. There's a dime there, reimbursement. Gundam, that's a nice color. This is like the wackest kid from Captain Planet. He was hard. This was the one figure I got without the arm. I was like, she told me just take it because I was looking for it. This guy, oh wait, never mind. This guy's missing an arm and a hand. And then we got this dino. Anyway, guys, this whole box I got for, come on. There's like 55 toys in here, $40. Like I said, if these guys are what I think they are, they paid for the whole box. And let's be for real, that Nomad right there paid for everything I got today. If things go my way. Anyway, that's today's lot. God is good, man. All the time. I gotta get busy.